This is Deb Helfrich, hashtag redheaded She-Hulk. Jeez Louise. Is it just me? I don't know. It's always me. I'm always sensitive. In an unspoken voice, we're back again. Because the internet was off all day Monday until like 5 p.m. And look at this. I'm gonna point this out to you. The eyesight is changing underneath my own Don't test me. I am human potential. I know you have to play along for a while because I am being playful. I'm creating stories so that allow me to use the intelligence that was locked inside my body for 52 years. And everyone's sort of just like so numb, so scared that people get on my case. And this is what I'm all about. Right here, top of this page, look at all this goodness. And what this one says is, you can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. Plato. Healing trauma. Jumble glasses. Sort of like, 1 and 1.5, or maybe 1.5 and 2. I don't really know. I know that these ones are the cheapy newer ones, and like I really no. I need them way out here. So what's happening with my posture is truly precisely what was causing. And we say that the lens itself becomes hard. No, you just end up with a postural. So again, I'm doing better and better and better. This used to always have to go. Doing alternate eye exercises, even if it requires a hand. So what I wanted to talk to about is what I'm frustrated about. So it's 6:16 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't have any energy left to work on my great idea. I would have all day today. I had to be just reading. I'm being punished for being newly diagnosable as neurodiversity of all kinds based on pandemic circumstances. I've quite literally developed adult onset neurocomplexity. Neurocomplexity is my term for having all of it all. Autism through Asperger's, ADHDs needed or not required, I don't know. And dyspraxia, dyslexia. Man, how can I read and have dyslexia? Spent my whole life as a reader. And then I lived in this moldy apartment. So that's what created the hashtag redheaded She-Hulk. Now, I had the idea, maybe not in 77 per se, but I watched always the Bill Bixby Lou Ferrigno version. That's the one we're talking about. Um, just commenting on Carnegie Mellon's post on LinkedIn about what was your degree and what do you do now? All kinds of boring peoples. No play. Deb comes and plays. Oh, yes, she did. And to create a brand new category of philosophy, white men, just old guys, really. And it really was Einstein. It was really Einstein is the first one to be like, yeah, how come I didn't realize E = mc squared would have to work for humans if it was valid? Einstein, he is not opposed to championing, championing, champooning, Shampoo going all Eddie Izzard on you. Because I just want to stand on a stage and state my truth. I know it's important to all y'all. So, Incredible Hulk, late 70s TV show. He was a mild-mannered neuroscientist wrongly accused of, killing somebody, completely then dead broke. Bill Bixby had a like, in the 70s when he was like so painfully thin, like everyone was, jeez Louise. How thin were people in the 70s? Not I, that's for sure. I was always the redhead in the coal mine of everything. I was like, it's not going to be very easy for kids in the very near future. But I wore my weight. I was comfortable with my Luferino-ness. Putting on the green as much as possible. So I really hadn't foreseen that it would have to come to the begging scientists via a payphone if I could come talk to them about their research, even though I know it's gamma brainwaves. I know gamma brainwaves fix gamma radiation. Gamma brainwaves fix everything. Wow. Not heart death. Brain death. Gamma brainwaves. I'm starting to think. Coma. Now, this is philosophical hypothesis. Be real, y'all, but stick with me here. Gamma is just a higher frequency of hertz of brainwaves. It's as basic physics as one can get. And we got your EEGs and your MEGs and your MRIs and everything. We use bioelectricity diagnostically. Well, why don't we use it therapeutically? Why is everything stuck in the pill and some surgeries? Bioelectricity is the information. It's a sodium calcium ion gated channel situation. The electricity is the information packets. Just literally, right? Everything is agonist, antagonist. It's a circuit. It's bioelectricity in our human bodies. And bioelectricity, the epigenetics of the whole matrix of conductivity of trillions of cells, afferent and efferent communications, bottom up, Way more important than top down. Come into one of these nice little things. 90% of the vagus nerve, y'all. 90% of the vagus nerve. It's bottom up. Yes, it most certainly is. It's what play. When we're talking about play, we're talking about, I'm really pleased with myself for inventing a way to get to play with estrogen clay by inventing posture parties. I'm good at these things. I can tell you. Okay. So let's try to get this eye. It's this. It's now the frozenness is in here. And getting these eyes a lot more wide open. It might have something to do with the reading. And by the way, this is white text. That's not fair. Qu'est-ce qui passe? I don't want to squint. No more squinting. What is it? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Yes. Qu'est-ce qu'une émotion? Émotion. I don't know why I'm trying to say French words in a really Zarathustrian, Salamancan, very Leon y Castile French. So French is the Spanish of Madrid, the Madrileños. See, Eddie Izzard, I'm playing with you. So we've never had a prominent performing philosopher in the parlance of our times. And I hear the Brontosaurus. Let's see if the internet goes bye. Hopefully not. I really got very physically fit. I did the mind fitness sorting out of my childhood trauma around not being appropriately it's all of this. Okay, I was bottle fed, I was not breastfed. There was significant emotional neglect, none intentional, but significant chronic. I never got encouraged. What's this all about? Just me sitting here playing with myself and Plato. as we curing trauma right here, just with Peter Levine. That's what I get to do. But it is, if I had access to my videos earlier, it's really truly therapeutically, clinically, bioelectrically. Doing your own Socratic monologues, having a truthful, honest talk with yourself about your earliest days. I was not breastfed. Some of this is what's going on right now, really small mouth, bad posture in the neck, trouble hearing, trouble singing. Ain't no sunshine when he's gone. It ain't warm when he's away. See, there's a lot here, and it's very chaotic. I can barely do one circle. And then it's just there's not much muscle tone right in here. So this is curiously enough where the last two dental works were. And this wisdom tooth taken out in 2000. And 2017 had to have a little restorative, the mechanical grind of completely not aligned teeth. Because straight from sucking from the breast, day one, there is more of an action. And I think that changes how you breathe. It changes everything. Right in those very early days. If you are having something squeezed and gravitated into your mouth versus having to learn to suck breast milk. Ayurvedically, this exercises for double chins. Therapeutically, trauma, voo, making a voo sound, V-O-O, voo, voo. I find it very difficult after 2.5 years of listening to Eileen Dave McCusick do tuning forks and vigorously exhale. I do not like to make a sound when I exhale. Talk about a traumatized kid. I don't want to make breathing sounds. No matter how healthy, I'll have all of the philosophical knowledge about it. I don't want to make noises. I've lived in a life of terror. Real low level, but never abating terror was my childhood. And nothing bad ever happened. I'm being really serious. Like, I don't even think anyone even called me fat. I don't have any recollection of any trauma. Who'd had the balls? Is the question I like to ask. Smart as I was, I think I was a polar bear my whole life. It's really hard. It's really hard on me now. I don't know at 52 how to be a giraffe. I don't know. I know how to be a polar bear. Why is this so hard for people to comprehend? I am used to being an apex isolationist. I don't really even need to predate. So I have my strategies. And plenty of stuff just died of old age. When you queen of your own ecosystem, you smart, strategic. I ate a lot of nuts and berries. That's for true. And the seals, they die of old age. They do. Cycle of life. I have my trusty Arctic fox play with. and play. All this is a play. You could say that this is the first draft of this play, but I'm pretty sure these improvs are stage quality. Depends on how you're thinking about them. Since I know nobody's watching, and I don't know when the internet might get cut off, and I'm hungrier than I should be. I'm scared to fucking death. My work in the world is crucial. I have been going it alone. As a hermit for a goddamn decade. After a further earlier decade of adult trauma from losing 2 friends for reasons I'm flummoxed. I'm flummoxed. Why no one's paying me to do this exquisite work that I do. I'm flummoxed as to how I've ended up completely alone. I am flummoxed over the state of lies. So this is not wide enough. I've been getting pressure sores. Bloody fixing this eyesight. It's a process of now that I know it's happening. I don't want to have any expectations because I don't know how long it takes to just reverse presbyopia. The certainty that I can do it. The certainty I can do something like be Dave Chappelle's comedy soulmate. It's a guarantee. When I'm in this state, when you're in gamma brainwaves, which is artistic flow, which is loving every monkey mind chatter that crosses your mind. I don't give a shit how you gonna judge this. Because you probably are not smart enough to take some notes and look at the complexity of the structure. It might seem random to you if you just only have a 30-second attention span. You got a 30-minute attention span. And we're at the Jordan. 23 minutes. We're at the Jordan. But you got a Scottie Pippen attention span. You got a 33-minute attention span, like the Zenzi here. I did. I spent the first 50 years as Deb, as a polar bear, pale, large ass. Then I spent the last 2 years metamorphosing. That word, metamorphosizing. I can write it a number of ways. Like it has different subtleties. Metamorphosizing. Saying it out loud. I have auditory processing challenges. Always have had auditory processing challenges. Again, how these motherfuckers be giving me all these A's and good grades and college degrees when I can't really learn by listening to people talk? I read like a motherfucker, dyslexia though I may have. Oh geez. So how come I think I'm self-identifying as dyslexic? Well, I got a friend on LinkedIn, and all of the things she puts up, I'm like, yeah, that's how I think. So what I'm doing here Just getting connected to somebody maybe in the Evita's realm. Hmm. Okay. Oh, yes. No, did I'm getting introduced to some folkity folks in cannabis. Yeah, there's all my fatty acid structures. So I couldn't remember what I was trying to look up until I came back and looked at myself. Then I remember what I looked up, and then I was so pleased at myself for looking at all the little fatty acid chains of C's and H's and O's. I forgot. Oh yeah, I just want to get the actual like basic dyslexia. Dyslexia. Okay. So there's like these two charts. One is in 1994. It was insufficient phonological processing, single word decoding, reading, writing, spelling. Then in 2002, dyslexia became deficit in the phonological component of language. It was like decoding, spelling, accuracy, fluency, comprehension, reading, experience, vocabulary, background knowledge, comprehension. Um, a language-based disability, spoken language, reading, spelling, writing, pronouncing words. Oh, I totally say lexia. See, I said say dyslexia is a hashtag, but I was like say lexia because I had pronouncing words. Who the fuck know how to pronounce words? Who knows how to pronounce words? Um, this is very much my auditory processing. I have this problem with the Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama. I know the right one in my head. I've heard it said. When I say it, it just doesn't sound right until I say it the alternate way. Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama, Dalai Lama. Then neither one sounds right. Auditory processing. I don't know what to adjust to make my conception of the memory of the pronunciation come out of my own mouth. And I can hear that I'm saying it two different ways, but I don't know which way sounds more like the memory of saying it the right way. There's some complexity in there that I got dyslexia after turning 50 from a mold exposure. It's a Parkinsonisms. There's another one. It's a Parkinsonisms obesity, lifelong morbid obesity. And then the mold, when I became a hermit for multiple chemical sensitivity, because I was going all redheaded She-Hulk. Every time I tried to come into anywhere, I would live in no smoking buildings and there would be smokers at 5 a.m. in the goddamn morning when I'm trying to walk Tanganyika. The amount of carbon monoxide in our near and atmospheres. That we're not talking about global warming as a human health crisis. I mean, all of the planetary stuff and whatever, but as in the air we breathe, as in like all chronic disease. Well, the basic pivot is it's bioelectrical malfunction. I won't give away my IP too much here, but be right beyond just the simple. And again, here, this my favorite. I cannot be pleased with this. Is carbon the gateway gas? I asked this question of myself at the end of 2019. This is why I'm so confusing to y'all. I've been at this theory of everything by myself. Coming up on a Pippin. There we go. All right. Allen Iverson, in the heart, in the center, the answer. It is always. Carbon is the gateway gas, the link between drugs and intentional thought. Right down here. The link between drugs and intentional thought, which is bioelectricity, which is the sun matters. Sun matters. And racism is idiocy. Because the heart of it all, Allen Iverson. Okay. Damn, Lathan. Let's do another 20 million deal. Get me a Netflix special, please. Then there is, don't get it twisted, the trombone shorty challenge. To get my jazz on. This the page for LR. And here's it is. This is my DC Dave Chappelle 5 joke challenge with a little wrapper all up better. Third. Let me tell you my Cosby bit. So, straight from Bill Bixby, Lou Ferrigno into the Huxtables, when you're talking about 70s growing up into 80s in America, US of hypocrisy. Scared as I am, as truthful as it may be that I have days to live because my landlady's rationing my internet. I don't know if the eviction moratorium is going to end on the 31st of March. It most likely will. Well, what the hell is going to happen to the 50 million people? We just don't all of a sudden start to have money on April 1st. 50 million people you're going to make homeless, America? That's why I got to be the redheaded She-Hulk. I got to get into the public's ear. Line of sight. I need to start not feeling so self-referential, have an audience and try to be saying stuff. It's not quite so complex. But you need the whole Allen Iverson pathway. Carbon's the gateway gas. This is understandable to Einstein. Now, you're probably not as smart as Einstein and I. That's why you need to let me get your ear. Let me tickle your NO. Bring a little mental tingling. Carbon, sixth element. It is famously now too much of it in our atmosphere. But we do understand there is no membrane. Might be walls, but there's no membrane between the air in the atmosphere and the air I'm breathing. We can have excess carbon in our near-in atmosphere. And everything about my life, from my morbid obesity, which did have some things to do with the lack of touch and the lack of emotional attachment and nurturing. I was not attached to either parent, which may have been mold related, may have been related to being overfed. Which one? There's no cause or effect here. We cannot. Everything went wrong in the first year of my life, and I've been treading water ever since until I turned 50, and I got smart enough to use my own thinking equipment. Carnegie Mellon degree philosopher. Learned a little bit of the performance arts as well when I was at my alma mater. I absorbed all that engineering, mechies and chemies. My dorm mates and friends. Painters, presidents of banks in Africa. These are the Black people that were my dorm mates. Thank you, Carnegie Mellon, for really giving me the opportunity I needed to start my anti-racist life the second I got out of the Tiki Torch, Ohio white. How Chappelle? I don't understand. Chappelle's stronger than I am. They almost took me out. Well, they don't like people who understand how chemistry works alongside evolution. Really. Evolutionary logic, the math of life. E equals mc squared. Because, pay attention here. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. This physics, this is the universe. Ms. Philosopher, are humans part of the universe? So can you explain human energy as mass times the speed of light squared? Well, not if you got 3 feet of red hair and you call yourself a redheaded She-Hulk. You're not going around on stage chatting up the equation HE. They had a time. I'm being quite vocal about sustainable human energy equaling mass times the speed of light squared. Now, I'm going to pose this question, but I'm not going to answer it. But yes, we do talk a lot about, and I'm very, very cool with my Lou Ferrigno-ness, my 333-poundedness, having all that mass. Did that mean something about all this energy? Oh, you know many large and in charge performers. Let me just say, John Goodman, I'm coming for you. For because I love Black Earth Rising. There's so many others. I mean, of course, Walter. I mean, it's just Treme. I'm in the Treme way right now. I need some help. What's this all about? I'm going to die from being neglected by humanity, payment-wise, there would be no problems in my life if I was getting paid for this work. Capitalism does not know how to pay for the future of humanity. They have not figured out the skew for turning our butts around from the tipping point of self-extinction. And this is AC, not BC. Screw the benches. AC, artisanal capital. We need to start paying really smart people, really creative people, because smart is not memorization. Are you with me here? This is play, like Plato said. She Socrates. Trust me, I am a she Socrates. Play, creativity, artistic flow does not require exertion, like the Kotler guys think. Boy, he is really stubbornly not paying any attention to me. And he got Porges in here. They be talking. He's got Gabor Mate right in the preface. He like calling up Nobel physiology, Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel Prize in Medicine for physiology. I'm all that flubbering. That's sleight of hand. That's sleight of mouth. Because what I really don't know is the name of the guy. I'm bad with people's names. So I was just playing around. I don't remember. It's right here. Whichever guy. Yeah. There's some highlighting. So you're with me again. E equals mc squared. It has to apply to humans. Law of physics apply to everything in the universe. That'd be humans also. We got an observer effect problem. As MC Hammer says, when you measure, include the measurer. Can't touch that. And there's a much better phrase for the speed of light squared. So this is what I'll leave you to ponder with if you're as smart as MC Hammer, which you probably are not. Yes, that was an Oakland Ebonics usage deal. I did live in Oaktown. Don't get it twisted. And shit, Richmond too. So, this is challenging because I don't want to give you the answer, but I want you to get the question right. Energy equals mass times the speed of light squared. What? Take this, and you somehow make it go to speed of light squared, and it's all energy. You take energy, lightning, and you take the mass of the elements in the lightning strike at the speed of light squared, and you're going to get energy becomes mass. They're equivalent. Mass becomes energy. Speed of light squared. Pretty much we walk around on Earth going, the speed of light, that's quick. That's like infinity quick. And Einstein needed to square infinity quick. Why? Why is the speed of light just not good enough by itself? And why not cube it? I mean, if we trying to just like over fast the energy of the human body, the fastness of the speed of light have anything to do with the fasting? Creates human evaporation. Oh, I love playing. If you don't know, then you better ask me for some more premises. I just got some real serious, let's say, jaw pain. I can't localize it in a tooth. I think we're letting go of the muscle that may have been sidelined from 2000s wisdom tooth extraction. Fascinating. So posture parties. Hour play better than a year of conversation. This has definitely been a play, a 9-year-old who's really pleased with how super smart she is, trying to like teach her parents on the weekend how it all fits together. 52 going on 9. Feels tremendous. Makes the 33-year-old go, do not think she is not 100% large and in charge. Spontaneous. Seemingly unfiltered. But I'm like, Where do play roughshod is going, do I need to complete a train of thought? That's where I'm like, you want to call this madness? You got your neurons that wire together, fire together, and then you have these ditches, and then you think the same things over and over again. There's plain old losing your train of thought. Then there's going so fast and having all of the access of your memory banks available that you are just pivoting and twirling and getting all your, what the hell was that little baton thing about? Oh, and what was the rifles? What was like the paper mache rifles part of the band? What on earth was that about? High school about these girls, and it's like maybe at one point there was batons, and maybe they continued also being batons, but we had this rifle team, and they were white, and I mean, not even like fake guns, but like sort of paper mache, but I don't know what material they'd have been made at. I'm not going anywhere near. And then be twirling them things. What the fuck? Tiki Torch in Hawaii, Ohio. Oh, you know, it's true. I mean, you don't know. It's not like you can't see some of these crazy ass things until you really. What was this rifle? What was this? Why were rifles part of the marching band? Whiteness. So, what that was a really great demonstration of, when I say don't test me, it's basically like, don't think you can write down some memorization things and I'm going to even play that game. What actual intelligence is creativity. It's taking what you know to be true and combining all these true things into the philosophical hypothesis of bioelectricity, which will alter the destiny of human health forevermore. And that's not worth money in the current elitist capitalism structure. If I had a way to get to Venus, I'd leave y'all too. Musky Mars. That's the first time, but that's a good nickname for him. Musky Mars. That's a very look, I'm She Einstein. I can boss Elon Musk around. Oh, test me on this. I'm dead serious. And y'all be quaking in your boots when you see and it's on the YouTube, it's there. Nobody as yet has come to me and been like, Dab, no wonder you think you can get Elon Musk to just be writing you checks for as much money as you want to charge him on any given day. It's at least $3 million. It doesn't stay only at $3 million. Musky Mars will meet his match. Well, I'm a Tesla human health. You want in on this battery or not? I said, see, this where I don't trust you. I don't know you. I see some really destructive tendencies. So I think my battery is bigger than yours. Jim Carrey, quite the philosopher these days, eh? We're definitely changing. We're definitely lining our jaw up more. We're definitely. It's so strange. You would think this would be the bad side. Redheaded She-Hulk. I've had a toxic mold exposure. I can't at all think in linear ways like conducting finance in America right now. It's really like a stroke in my left brain. I can do little basic things, but when I try to like be forced to answer questions about when I'm gonna pay, when I'm the one whose life is in danger because nobody's paying me, and this is all I'm doing. If I'm not actively healing in sleep on purpose, whether that's hibernation level sleep or not, it still work. I've sorted that out. 160 fucking pounds. Losing 200 pounds. Reverse aging. Not just my physical body, right? Not just fixing presbyopia along the way, rejiggering everything about my body. Toes is spreading. Sorry. That was really personal. I usually almost never go off on such personal things. But I mean, I don't think there's much in the way of human bodiness that's not fantastical, that I cannot achieve. So I'm not gonna grow a penis. I'm also not gonna. This is where all the laughter was. Saying it's personal, but this is a good question. So if because I'm going through So I got the love to play and tell my stories like a 9-year-old, but I'm also a 15-year-old. A little second adolescence over here. Truly re-changing the shape of the girls. So, could I reverse menopause? Don't wanna. It's an interesting question. Aging is diminished by electricity. And so here's the thing. I just lost like 50% of my hair because of the stress of financial suicide. And the terminator of it, the robocalls, the overhead of not being successful making money. So I'm putting every last second in to making money, and then you want me to do nothing but talk to creditors. That's not a strategy. No, that's not a strategy. Need to be able to focus on working, need to be able to focus on getting more money. Human life force is the most precious energy that exists. And I'm gonna need y'all to stop harming humans. I will get Lou Ferrigno right up out of here. You want to see me be Lou Ferrigno? Don't test me. So, to wrap up the show, posture matters. I'm gonna start raging Lou Ferrigno at you. That okay. Let's not talk about what I might do. Gender and reproduction bore me. But you know what doesn't bore me? How lean can I be? All feminine. And then can I like start lifting? Start getting ripped? Finish, get ripped? Lose all the fat first. I'm not even going to try lifting. Not even going to really do anything. Get leaned out. It's really important, actually. Two completely different bodily pathways: evaporating excess stored nutrition and building muscle. Only in a cray world of reality TV fitness boot camps. Let's get this shit done, and we don't want to have to keep people over the winter, summer holiday breaks. Get the crew off doing whatever our third, fifth jobs they have to do because we don't pay them enough. AC, artisanal capital, we have got to pay people to be smart. We've got to pay people to think through the best public interest. To pay people to provide art as a service to consciousness. And so, see, I do really keep my eyes very wide open. My neck in place. Posture parties. Necks in place. Heads in place. Now that is something that's really interesting. And it actually feels really good. It actually gives you esters, one of these things. Really keeping your neck and having just enough weight that there's an ever so slight pushing up. I mean, I felt it immediately even down in my sacrum, let alone all the rest of this stuff. Is now having this in the proper position and then getting really comfortable. And remember, I'm on a yoga ball. Okay? So really biodynamically shifting and rolling. That's the end of the show. Posture parties could be my ticket to having a lot of fun. I need help. I know everything anyone ever needs to know about human health, but I do not know how to make a buck in this fucked up world. I know how to have ideas to make abundance bucks. I know how to create non-fungible token investments. What you think this is? I'm trying to get paid for this. Like Chappelle, I get paid for the attempt as soon as I get paid. Oh, come on. I'll just explain E equals MC squared to you better than anybody else. By asking you questions about E equals MC squared that I'm giving you homework on. Why do you let the US of hypocrisy talk down to you? You are smart. You are wise. You've got so much potential. Let's hang out, be best friends, and I'll teach you how to be precisely who you were born to be. Africa always has had your back. Harmony, y'all.